Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be making some coffee with my latte maker thing that I just bought. It's super it's Mr. Coffee. I just got it. I'm in love with it. I've made the best latte. I've only made 3 of them and I'm in love. So it's not super expensive. This one I got was just about $45–50 at Walmart. So, and I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on how to do that. So, okay, so this is everything you could possibly need. I've just got the user's manual here. This is the glass carafe with the lid. And here is the pour filter. This is where you're gonna put your coffee. Here's a mug for frothing the milk. Now, this is not necessary. This is just if you're making a cappuccino or a latte, but not if you're making espresso. A drinking mug, this is what I'm gonna be drinking it from. Stevia. Now, brown sugar, and this is light brown sugar. I'm just going to be using 1.5 teaspoons of this. So not very much at all, but it gives it an amazing flavor. Almond milk. I'm using vanilla unsweetened. I'm using almond milk, or you can use any plant milk, but I'm using almond milk because it's my favorite and because I'm vegan. You can use any milk you want. If you're not vegan, go ahead. Just I am. So, and then finally, espresso powder. Now you will need espresso powder because it's an espresso maker. But here it is, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is fill your filter up to the line. Now, if you're making a latte or cappuccino, which is what I'm making today, you're going to fill it to the steam line. Now, I'm going to pour a little bit back, but yeah, about to the steam line. It doesn't have to be exact, but yeah. All right, so now you're gonna take this, you're going to take off your raw water cap. You're gonna take that off, and now we're going to pour this into here. And because I made a mess there, I'm going to clean it up because we don't want a mess. So I just filmed like 2 whole minutes of me showing you guys how to do this, and it turns out I didn't film it. So all I did was I just screwed the cap back on just a minute, and then I'm going to take this and slide it in here. I hope I'm showing you guys that right. And they're going to turn it to the lock, to where it's pointing directly in front of you, like so. Sorry, but let's keep going. Kind of hectic in here, but so I'm going to take this and we're going to see the pour filter. We're going to align it there to where both handles are sticking straight out at you, like that. Okay, now we are going to plug in the machine. Okay, it's plugged in. Now the magic happens. So we are going to turn it to brew. And while that is heating up and brewing, we're going to quickly, learn this the first time, quickly unscrew your milk lid and pour desired amount of milk into your ceramic mug or frothing pitcher. I'm only going to do about that much because it foams. It foams. I learned that the first time too. So I'm going to take this. We're just going to take it over here until it starts brewing. Okay, now that it's started to brew, we're going to turn the knob back to off. Now this is because we don't want to use up all the water because we need to froth our milk. So we're going to hold that up and then froth it, and I'm going to try to film this from above, but it may or may not work because of the steam. But we're going to try. I'm sorry if it doesn't. Let's just... My camera's too big for me to try to hold the coffee at the same time. Okay, so I think it's on, and now we're going to hold this like this, about 1/2 inch under it, and turn the knob to steam. Now, as you can see, once it starts bubbling, you're going to take it in circles around the mug so that it gets evenly. Okay. And now I'm going to let it bubble. Once it's frothed to your consistency, turn it quickly back to off. Okay, now it's done, and I'm just going to quickly wipe that off slightly just so it doesn't drip all over the place. Okay, now we're going to turn it back to brew to finish the brewing process. Okay, so I've just got my frothed milk here and my pamphlets, my brown sugar, my stevia, and my cup. Once it's finished brewing, we're going to turn the knob to off and unplug the machine immediately. Now we are going to take our cup, our thing, and we're not going to remove that yet. If you do that now, you'll be in big trouble. Just kidding, but it might not turn out the best. So now we're going to just slowly pour this into the mug. So that is our very, very strong espresso. And now I'm going to show you how much. I'm going to do a teaspoon and a half of this. And I have a very sweet tooth, and I'm going to be making a lot of coffee today. So I've got 1.5 teaspoons of this and 2 to 3 teaspoons of that. Okay, so that looks like a lot, but really it's not actually that much. So I just got a fork. You can use whatever thing you want to stir. You can use a coffee stir. I just don't like coffee stirrers for some reason, never have. So I'm just going to get that fully combined, and I'll come back to you with the milk. Okay, so now I'm going to pour this into here. You can see it is very gorgeous, and then all the bubbles will go on top, and it makes this beautiful little latte thing, and it is so good. So this is not very hot, which it was yesterday. I don't know why it is today, but so I'm just gonna pop this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Okay, so now is the very important part of putting away your Mr. Coffee, latte, espresso, and cappuccino maker. So you're going to take this and just set it off to the side because this is not part of this part. But, so this is to relieve the pressure so that it does not explode all over your face. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we unplug the machine. We already did that, and turn your knob to off. Now we are going to go back over here to the sink and make sure your mug is not dirty. The mug you used for almond milk. Now I'm just going to set it under the steamer and turn it to steam. Now this lets any extra steam or water come out so it does not explode all over you. So now that we've got that done, it didn't have very much because I steamed my almond milk a lot, but now we're going to take off the cap. Make sure it's all the way off, and voila! Now we're going to turn our knob back to off and slowly remove the filter. Voila. So one thing I wanted to say, and I really apologize for all the background noise because they're watching a movie and it's very loud, but this is my Mr. Coffee. I'm absolutely in love with it, and I only used it 3 days in a row, and I love it so much. Super cheap at Walmart. You should go get it. Not sponsored, actually. I'm just in love with it. But hey, Mr. Coffee, if you want to come sponsor me, hashtag small YouTuber. Mr. Coffee's great. So now, taste test. All right, so we've got our coffee here so that it looks like it's still a little ombre-ish. Delicious once again. Now, of course, you can customize it. That's just how I do my everyday coffee. And yeah, I feel like the brown sugar, just that little bitty much, takes it to the next level without adding a bunch of refined and unneeded sugar. All right, that's it for today. Make sure go get your Mr. Coffee now. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.